everyone, I'm Tamee Harrison and welcome to Mix. Today we are in iconic Palm Springs, California, the former playgrounds of Bob Hope, Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin. We're going to be showing you where to stay, eat and play, and of course, where to get some delicious cocktails.
I'm Willie Ryan. I'm the co-owner of 849 Restaurant and Lounge. 849 originally was a post office back in the 50s. When I first walked through the space, I remember saying to my partner that this would be an incredible restaurant. Little did I know that approximately little over a year later, we were turning it into a restaurant. One of my favorite restaurants is a restaurant in Puerto Vallarta. The entire space was white, and I really loved the mid-century modern feel, the fun, eclectic feel, so we created that here in 849. Obviously, I didn't want to copy the exact same restaurant, so we added some pops of color throughout the dining rooms. The space not only looks very eclectic, oftentimes it's described as mid-century modern meets Alice in Wonderland. When you walk in the space, you walk into a very large room that's all white, and then you turn a corner to find the dining room. A lot of people are surprised when they turn that corner because it's yet another wow. We like to think that every room you enter throughout the restaurant is a wow.
Hey everyone, so now we are at the 849 Restaurant and Lounge. This is Noah.
Hello.
And you are going to show me something.
Yes.
What are we going to be mixing up today?
First, we're going to start with an old classic. It's called a Sazerac.
Sazerac.
From New Orleans.
I do believe I've heard of that before.
We will need some absinthe.
Okay, how much of that stuff do we need?
Absinthe, we're just going to do a rinse. We're going to rinse the glass with the absinthe. Absinthe has a very strong anise flavor.
Yes.
And we just want a little of that.
Okay.
All right. So once we've done that, we can just simply discard.
Okay, dump that. So that's coated.
We're going to fill the tin with ice. And here we've got some bitters.
Yep.
4 dashes. But we've also got the New Orleans bitters. So we're going to use...
A couple of dashes of that good stuff?
This, we're going to use 6 dashes.
6 dashes?
6 very healthy dashes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go.
So it's going to turn out to be a little bit of a pink-looking drink?
Yes, it will have a redness. Now we're going to add our bourbon. I'm going to use Bullet Rye, but any good bourbon will work.
All right.
About 1.5 ounces of this. There's no mixer in this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is a...
So this is not a drink for the empty stomach. Is that what you're saying, Noah?
There we go. In mine, I like to use some cognac.
Wow, you like it real fancy.
Yes, the cognac helps round out the flavors. It brings them all together.
I feel like with this drink, you'd have to like smoke a cigar or something.
I would love a cigar right now.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
We don't want to shake it, really. You can give it a little, just a little stir.
We're teasing it with a shake.
Yeah, we just want it. We want it to be cold.
Not really.
We don't want ice shards. We're going to garnish this with a large orange peel. So you probably want to use a paring knife or a vegetable pealer to do this part. And the trick is, you're going to
trick is don't cut your finger off.
Don't cut your finger off.
Oh, was that long? You do the half? Okay.
About half.
Wow.
It's up to your discretion. And then we're going to roll this guy up. Real nice and tight.
Like a little rose.
Exactly. That's what it's going to be. You just ruined my surprise.
I'm sorry. I'm very good at surprises.
All right, we just want to give it some pressure. We want to roll it nice and tight, and we want it just to kind of sit there because we're going to strain it gently right into the middle of that rose there.
Well, that's cool. It comes down the bottom. Oh, and it opens up when you do that. That's beautiful. See, that's art. You're making a drink and artwork. That is beautiful. All right, the Sazerac. This is so beautiful, I don't even want to drink it.
Please enjoy.
Thank you. Oh, it smells yummy. Orangey, yummy. And Woohoo! Hello.
Bourbon forward.
Eat food before this drink, everybody. Or not, if you want to not remember what you do afterwards. This is yummy, though. Cheers.
Now we are at Melvin's at the Ingleside Inn in downtown Palm Springs. My name is Matt Buderak. I'm a maitre d' here. Actually, I'm one of the newer guys. I've been here less than 10 years. The resort itself is nearly 100 years old. Melvin's itself, roughly 44 years old. In 1975, Mel Haber came over the hill from LA, late 1976, opened the doors, opening night, 420 plus people here. Mel Haber was very happy to have the crowd, and a big old Harley Davidson roars up. There's a guy in the front, t-shirt, jeans, boots, and there's a young lady behind him, pretty much dressed the same. The boss looks at him and says, you know, it's opening night, and we kind of have a dress code. Everyone's fancy here tonight. Maybe you could come back another time. And the guy looks at him and grumbles a little bit, mutters something, revs up the Harley and roars off. A little bit later, he gets a call from a friend, and his friend said, so Mel, did they show up? And the boss says, they who? And his friend says, Mel, I sent over Steve McQueen and Ally McGraw. And you know what? They never came back. So that's Mel Haber, philanthropist, writer, raconteur, incredibly fun guy, loved to tell the joke of the day. There's a woman that used to come here, a young lady who was so wonderful. She loved this place. She loved Mel Haber. They were very tight. She loved this place so very much she wanted to buy it. And a lot of us, myself included, wish that would have happened. You might have heard of this lady. Her name was Debbie Reynolds. We have a large range of popular cocktails here at Melvin's. We do lots of martinis. Melvin's and martinis go hand in hand, or hand to mouth. It's an amazing thing how many martinis. We also do a lot of lemon drops, famous for lemon drops here. A lot of the classic drinks, the Sazerac, the Manhattan, the old fashioned. You know, we like to think about what happens when a couple or a person or a group comes in for the very first time. You can kind of tell. They walk in, their eyes are kind of big, they're looking around, and they're thinking Rat Pack. And a lot of folks will tap right into that, and the ones that get it really get it. They walk in, they think Frank, they think Sammy, you know, they think about Dino. So they'll come in, they'll settle in, they'll look at the napkin with Frank on it, and they'll just love it. As they walk out the door, a lot of them say the same thing. We'll be back right away.
It's a pretty hot kissing.
849 Restaurant and Lounge is eclectic not only in its look, but in the menu design also. Everything is extremely fresh. All the dishes are created from scratch. It's a modern American fare. However, we've got Mexican, we have Scottish. One of my favorite dishes, being from Scotland, is our Scottish breakfast and brunch. One of our favorite dishes on the menu is Willa Jean's fried chicken. It's named after my business partner, John's mother. Fried chicken with truffle, pickled tomatoes, and of course, mashed potato. It's delicious.
This is Denise, and Denise, you are going to be mixing up something for me to taste.
Yeah, I want to make a raspberry and mint margarita for you.
Where are you from, Denise?
Oaxaca.
Oaxaca?
Yeah.
Do you love tequila?
No.
What?
I love mezcal.
I love you already.
Okay.
You are my amiga.
Now we are friends. Nice.
Right?
Okay.
What do we need?
We need to start with a Patron Tequila Silver.
Oh, so we're using tequila?
Yeah, we're
So you
using
don't
tequila.
like this drink?
I don't like, but when I made it, it's very good. So.
Okay, fair enough. Good point,
1.5.
Okay. So it's quite strong. No, not for your...
How do you know?
Not for your tolerance.
Okay,
Oh, what's
and
this?
75 the control liquor.
Oh, okay.
So, and we'll be at like 5 raspberries.
5. How do you say
Oops.
raspberries in Spanish?
Ah, good questions.
Well, who speaks Spanish here, you or me?
Yeah, I speak Spanish, but sometimes you forget
There is no
Spanish.
word. There is no word for raspberries. Okay.
Oh,
La
zarzamoras.
roja.
Zarzamoras.
Zarzamoras?
No, zarzamoras is other one. Okay.
Anyway, five raspberries.
5 raspberries. You want to learn Spanish from me, please?
Well, clearly not, because you don't really know it very well, do you?
I don't remember. I'm so nervous. So
Don't be nervous. We're friends hanging out and you're showing me how to make a drink.
Okay.
That's all.
And you will be take a half the lime.
Half a lime.
And we'll
Okay.
be a squeeze.
Squeezing the life out of the lime. Okay.
Splash the agave
Oh, so it's going to be a little sweet then.
a little bit. And splash the cranberry juice.
Oh, that's it? Wow, that was a splash. What do we do now?
You will be saling the rim.
So is this on the rocks?
I don't like to put rocks first. I don't like to put all the liquors first.
Okay.
Because I feel if you add the ice first, it's all water. So that is what I feel. So what I can tell you. And
I totally agree.
we will be shaking.
Okay. So when you make this for you, do you make it with mezcal?
Yes.
How did I know? Oh, wow, that looks delicious. Okay, the raspberry mint margarita.
Enjoy.
Cheers. Muy bueno.
Qué bueno que te guste.
Sí. Fuerte,
Strong.
which is good. Should I translate? Es strong. All right, cheers, everyone. This will keep you cool in the Palm Springs heat, I can tell you that much. Cheers.
My name is Denise Evangelides, and I'm the co-founder of the Palm Springs Hotel with Alex Kirkwood and my family.
Back in 2013, two Hollywood families came together to take this place, which was at that time dilapidated on the edge of town, and bring it back to its original glory in this mid-century modern inspiration.
The look and feel is very mid-century, but we have the industrial slant, so we could set us apart a little bit from other hotels.
So we were initially attracted to this place because we knew Frank Sinatra used to eat next door, and we knew this is kind of the original Rat Pack era district, and folklore has it that him and the Rat Pack would come by here, and we have some of their art is inspired around the hotel. The takeaway we like to leave our guests with at the Palm Springs Hotel is that kind of retro feel of a love of the history and the loyalty to that mid-century aesthetic and time period.
All right, guys, so we are now with Paulie, and Paulie's from Brooklyn. How you doing?
Doing.
And you'll be very surprised. Paulie is the strong, silent type.
I am.
That's pretty much how I would describe you.
It is.
So, Paulie, what are we going to be making today?
We're making our signature 849 cocktail.
Signature 849 cocktail. So it's an ode to
the house.
the 849 restaurant and lounge. All right, what do we need? Let's get to it.
Red wine.
A red wine glass.
A mug.
Beer mug.
A little strawberry.
A little strawberry.
3-4 pieces. A little lemon. Squeeze it in there.
Okay.
Dump it.
Dump it.
Grab the muddler.
Okay. So it's a fruity drink, clearly.
Fruity but tasty.
Fruity but tasty. I like it that you can see what you're actually muddling in there. That's nice. Usually you just see it in French tins, you know, you see someone muddling and don't know what's going on, right?
Grab an 1.5 ounces of Crater Lake vodka.
Yes, sir. Vodka's always really great with fruits, right? Because vodka's kind of like a blank canvas, so I guess you can just add...
Different flavors to it. A little orange liqueur, Madden. 1/2 ounce of that.
Cool.
1/2 ounce lemon limoncello.
Okay.
Lemon liqueur.
I like that. That's a strawberry, lemony, orangey.
A nice taste to it.
Oh, that's it. No straining.
No straining. You keep the strawberry.
Eat the strawberries.
Add a little ice to it.
Okay.
Oh, too much ice.
Not too much. You need a straw?
No, we're
No?
gonna add a little Prosecco to it.
Oh. We need Prosecco.
How would I put it?
Stay tuned. Okay. Everything's better with Prosecco.
We're gonna top it with a strawberry
I'm dying to taste this. Beautiful.
and a lemon wedge.
Did I promise you too much that he's the strong, silent type? Is it done?
It is done.
Cheers. This is the 849. How you doing?
See why it's our specialty?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Fruity, lemony, orangey, vodka-y. Refreshing. Love it. The 849. Cheers.
Well, we're at Paul Bar at 3700 East Vistachino in Palm Springs, California. It's a new little restaurant that I opened up 5 months ago in a little strip mall here called the Sosa Plaza. So my name is Paul O'Halloran. I am the owner, as well as sometimes the bartender here at Paul Bar. I just had moved here a few months when I got a job downtown Palm Springs. Working one night, a very busy night after about 2 years of working there, my husband was sitting at the bar and he realized a lot of people were requesting to sit at my end of the bar and waiting for seats at my end of the bar. And he said, we need to open up our own bar. And I said, you know we do. And so we started looking for a bar. 2 days later, my husband found this place on the north side of Palm Springs. And he took photos through the window of this insanely beautiful bar behind me. We looked at it 2 days later, and then 2 more days after that, we signed a lease. It's in an unconventional place, and we're doing it with style, and we're treating people the way we want to be treated, and making cocktails that we like to drink, and food that we all love to eat. Cocktail program here is primarily classics. I love a great Manhattan, so we have a Manhattan. I love great margaritas, so I have a Supreme Margarita. And people love it. And martinis, just cocktails that people like to drink, the classics. And then great beer, great wine. I have a frozen margarita machine, but it's a frozen bourbon sidecar. So just riffs on things that have been out there for a long time that just needed some playing around with. Brown liquors are finally getting their due, and younger people are actually covering whiskeys and ryes and bourbons and stuff. But out here in the desert, vodka is still king. The food is all crowd-pleasing food. It's a cross between like an Irish pub and an American cafe. Of course, we have a great burger, where we're doing things like chicken schnitzel with corn hash. We have a great scallops dish. We're doing a steak frites. We have amazing guacamole and chips with house-made chips, hummus and pita, 2 great salads, one being the wedge and one being an amazing arugula salad with pears and French feta cheese. So it's sort of like an upgrade on bar food. And my sign out front says bar food, so. What I would like a customer to feel is they know me a little bit, because this place is sort of my homage to New York and sort of a throwback New York where people said please and thank you. And everyone gets to know each other at the bar. I don't have TVs because I thought I would try this interesting idea of having people speak to each other. And I just like to treat people the way I'd like to be treated when I go out.
So now it's my turn.
Now it's your turn. So you will be learned to do the Naked and Famous.
Naked and Famous.
Naked and Famous.
So you've heard of me.
I heard about you.
All right.
So you will be a star with 1.5 ounces de Mezcal.
So you're gonna like this drink, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay. It's got some Mezcal in it. What are we doing, 1.5?
1.5.
Huh?
More? Fill it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. See, that's when you have those wide jiggers. It always confuses me.
Actually, I never use jigger, but for you,
I never use a jigger either.
Oh, yeah, that's better.
I pour how I feel.
Yes,
It's called emotional pouring.
Next, you will be go with the chartreuse liqueur.
Oh, chartreuse.
Chartreuse.
You know what I can say to you that everyone always says to me?
Yeah.
You have a funny accent.
Yeah, I'm Latin.
Yeah, well, I'm not from here either. We both have something in common. 1 ounce?
Yes. And a tiny splash. little more, just for fun.
I did it just for fun?
Just for fun, because that's it.
Denise, do we need an intervention?
And Aperol.
Aperol?
Yeah.
All right, haven't used this in a while. 1 ounce?
Yes.
A little bit more for fun, or are we good?
No, not that one.
No, too much fun. All right.
And I have the lime.
Half a lime. Like this? Good. Bueno.
Bueno. And 2 slices de jalapeno.
Oh, so it's gonna be a little spicy.
Yeah. You put ice inside and you shake it hard.
All right. Okay. Let it down. Shakeroo. Yeah, you have to say shakeroo.
Shakeroo.
That'll do. That'll do. And now. All righty. Ooh. Okay.
And you,
Do we decorate it with anything or just
with the lime.
a wedge?
A wedge.
Okay. What's wedge in Spanish?
Gajo.
Oh, that you know, but raspberry? You don't?
I forgot.
All right, naked and famous. Cheers. It's a little strong, one, smoky,
Smoky.
orangey, and nice.
Nice.
Well done. You want to taste it from the other side?
Yeah.
Did I do a good
want
job?
to.
Is it okay?
It's better. It's better when you make it.
It's better when I make it?
Yeah, it's really good.
Ah, well,
Nice.
hey, you hiring?
No?
All right, well, I'll just come and drink these then.
Yeah, enjoy it.
And make them myself.
It's
Cheers,
really good.
everyone. Naked and famous. So I'm here now with Greg from the Palm Springs Arial Tramway.
Correct.
Greg, I have to say, I'm in awe.
Well, so are a lot of people. 20 million, actually, to be exact.
Since you've opened,
Yes.
which was when?
1963. Francis Crocker was the founder of the tram.
Wow,
So
what
it took that
inspired
long.
him to
Well,
make
he was an
this?
engineer, and he
Okay.
was down in the summer, and he looked at the mountains and said, how do I get up there where it's cooler? As you know, it's 30 to 40 degrees cooler than
Yeah.
it is down in the desert.
Yes,
So,
today it's what, 120, something like that? Something insane?
well,
It's
not
delightful up here.
Right.
So how high are we?
8,516 feet is our elevation, and then you can go on up. If you go up to the peak just further up there, it's over 10,000 feet.
Can you actually hike up here?
You can. It's not encouraged. It's a very strenuous trail. Most people take the tram because we have 50 miles of hiking trails up here at the top.
Oh,
So
wow.
why go through all the effort of the first 6,000 feet?
True, when you
So,
can ride the amazing tram. So it's the longest rotating
largest
tramway
road in the world.
In
yes.
the world.
The track is 2.5 miles, and it can go. They're attached, so when one goes up, the other comes down.
Oh, okay.
And, so we run every 10 minutes on busy days, and leave people in this beautiful alpine paradise where we have restaurants and, as I said, hiking trails, a little museum downstairs, and people come to dine and to look at the view. This is the main thing. I mean,
It is fantastic.
this is the $1 million
Absolutely
view.
stunning.
I believe that the dining experience has to be a full experience. I want them to remember the space, and I think we've created that in 849. I really would like our guests to leave having experienced great food, great service, and great cocktails.
All right, my turn.
All right, are you ready?
No, but we're gonna do it anyway. What's the name of the drink? What are we making?
This is called a spiced Palmtini.
This is something that you created,
That's correct.
and I'm gonna make it.
That's right.
Don't
So
hate me if it goes wrong.
you better get it right.
Okay, let's
All right.
let's see how this goes.
We're going to put some cinnamon and sugar on the rim. This is very important to the drink. It's not just for decoration. Take the glass, you have some lime juice over there, and then
Okay.
here we have a mix of cinnamon and sugar all ready to go.
Nice. Okay, have you ever made like crepes? You know, the
Yes.
European pancakes? Put lemon, cinnamon, and sugar in it. Delight, a real treat.
I will try that.
Yes. All right, that already looks beautiful.
All right. You're going to take your tin and you're going to fill that with ice.
Okay.
Now, this drink is all about the mezcal.
So it's gonna be a smoky drink.
Smoky, Everything. This is not a sweet drink at all.
At all.
This is all about...
Apart from the little bit of sugar that's in there.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
That's why that's so important.
Okay, so where's the mezcal?
The mezcal's over here on your right. It's the Montelobos. So we're gonna need 3 whole ounces of this. So that's gonna be 2 of these full. These are each 1.5 ounces.
Gosh. That's... You clearly love your mezcal, huh?
We need to fill the glass.
I don't think I've ever made on the show a drink that has 3 ounces of the same alcohol. So that's something new.
There's a first for everything.
Fun fact from Mix.
All right.
Next.
All right, next we need simple syrup, 1/2 ounce.
How did you come up with this drink?
I was drinking mezcal and I thought.
Well, there's a surprise. All right.
Next, 1/2 ounce of lime juice. So I have some limes over here. Just go ahead and squeeze that in there. For the final ingredient is some pomegranate juice.
Okie dokie.
And you'll want a good ounce of that in there.
So this is going to bring a little bit of sweetness, but some tartness to it,
Some
really, isn't
tartness,
it?
and it really, the pomegranate really marries well to the smoke. Now we're going to give that a shake.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it.
Is that
now
good?
we're just going to strain it into the coupe, and we're going to call it done.
It's a very pretty Hawthorne strainer, by the way. I do like the rose gold, as one can tell. This is super pretty. All right, the spiced Palmtini.
All right, please enjoy.
Excited. Cheers. Woo! That's a lot of yummy flavors that explode in your mouth.
Well, thank you.
You know what you're doing. I'm gonna take another sip of this stuff. Do you want a sip of this too?
Would I like?
Well, yeah, you gotta judge how I made it.
All right, here we go.
Is this the drink that you came up with? You need to tell me.
All right.
And if it's not, lie and say, yes, it's delicious.
Well executed.
Honestly?
Delicious.
You seem very excited about it.
I am. A little heavy on the cinnamon, but fantastic.
That may have been my mistake. You said go at it.
I know, and that's actually my fault. I prepared that.
I go at it if you tell me to go at it. I like it. I'm taking this one. All right. Cheers. All right, guys, it is a wrap here from me in Palm Springs, California. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and you come and check it out for yourselves. Until next time, I'm Tamee Harrison. Cheerio. Welcome to my show. Well, you... Cheers, everyone. Mazel tov.